All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I'm Bernard Watson. You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts by the digital airwaves of YouTube. And if you also don't mind, if you want to follow me over there on Instagram, X, better know, formerly known as Twitter, and also you can find me over there on Facebook and LinkedIn. That's Bernard Watts or BWatts0. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Christy Robinson. You see the T-shirt that she has made, and it's up there on the screen. If you'd like to purchase one, we want also thank the people that already have. Yesterday, I think we total of 12 peoples. She sold 12, and you see the list right there. We want to thank Dennis, Deborah, Gregory, and John, Curtis, Dr. McIntyre, and Miss Tate. Dexter Jackson bought two. Like I said, it's a nice shirt. Can't beat the price. Online, this shirt $80. You can get this shirt right there for about $25. If you put in the code BWatts, get 15% off. All right. Hey, got an excellent show for y'all tonight. That's all we're gonna talk about that. And got a good show. Yes, I do, man. Got two guests. I call them the insider. They are the insider of Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. Without hesitating, I'm gonna bring both of them up. I got a new guy. I got the new guy with me today. What's going on, Dr. Kodak? What's up, bro?
BWatts, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm great, man. Glad to have you part of the show for the first time, man. And we're gonna bring our other guests up because he don't have much time. Like I said, you got 20 minutes to hang with us. Brian, what's up, buddy?
How you doing, guys?
Man, we great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. All right. Hey, I'm not gonna delay the time. I know Brian got to go, and then me and Kodak will take care on after that. But before I want to go, I want to say congratulations to Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo football team, along with his staff, for a outstanding performance on Saturday against UCF. My question is, what did y'all take from the game? Both of y'all. Start out, Kodak.
Well, coming out, the Buffaloes, they struggled a little bit in the first quarter, but you could see they progressed. They started to catch a rhythm, which progressed throughout the rest of the game. The offense was on fire. Shedeur Sanders was 28 of 35, which is 80%, and that was a solid. He had a solid game as well. Will Shepard, who almost had 100 receiving yards this game, he stepped up and had a big touchdown as well. And of course, Travis Hunter, he showed out and on both sides of the ball, and with a late interception in the third quarter, that was a key interception for us.
Yeah, I agree with all that. And for me, I mean, just team wise, I mean, this team finally put it together. Coach Prime said it that I've been waiting to see that. I think we've all been waiting to see that. I mean, that was game 17 under Coach Prime, and that was the first time we'd seen them look like that. And that was impressive to see that they were able to do that. And I think that yes, all those individual performances were awesome. I think collectively as a team, what we saw is them brush aside some in-game adversity better than we've seen in the past. And you have to love the way when Shedeur throws that interception on the third play of the game, Preston Hodge goes back and takes it back. And you saw on the sidelines they were all saying, "All right, cool, new game. Let's restart." There's just 9 minutes left in the first quarter instead of 15. So, you had to love that. And they just, from there, they just kind of imposed their will on UCF most of the day. And, I think that we saw a lot of growth in the Buffs this last week, not only the players, but the staff. We saw some coaching growth as well. I loved the way they managed the last minute of the first half. Got 2 field goals out of that, which that's been a criticism of this staff, is how they aren't great with time management, and they have screwed up some of those situations, but they managed that great the other day. So I thought it was a really big growth moment for this team.
Okay. Hey, speaking of the game changer to me, Brian, you hit him. Watch this. Konnxct started off. The importance of that interception. Did that change the game? To me, sitting at home watching on TV, it like it was a momentum change and a game change.
Oh yes, definitely, man. A big momentum shift. Being that, like Brian mentioned, Shedeur threw that first interception, and for Preston Hodge to come back and just take the momentum back, that meant a lot, and I feel it set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I agree. It's not that I don't think Colorado would have won if UCF scores there, but I think what that did was, when Shedeur throws that pick early on, there was, for me, a lot of those concerns like, oh boy, this could be Nebraska again. And you could see maybe a little bit of tightness with the Buffs. But when Preston takes that interception, I think it loosened up the Buffs. I think they're like, okay, all right, we can breathe again.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it was important. And I think it was the play of the game because of that.
Right.
I think I don't know if it changed the game, but it certainly relaxed the Buffs, I think. And I think that it kind of put things back on equal footing after what wasn't a great throw by Shedeur early on.
Okay, I got a question, personal question. Now, I had never been to a Colorado game, but I'm going to the Kansas State game, right? When Colorado goes on the road and play, what was the difference or the morale of the team in Nebraska than in UCF in Florida? Could y'all tell the difference of the morale then in Nebraska or UCF?
Yes, definitely. In Nebraska, it was, of course, a sold-out game, but it was majority Nebraska fans, and there weren't that many Colorado fans. It was only just like the small parent section, a few people here and a few people there. But at UCF, with this being like their only game on the East Coast, it was a bigger turnout. But it was hard to tell who was going for who, being that UCF was also, black and gold. So that was a pretty hard to see unless they scored a touchdown. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I will say this. I was walking around, during that rain delay. I went down, I was kind of walking the bowels of the stadium a little bit. There were a ton of Colorado fans out there, and it was tough. You had to look at their shirts because everybody was wearing black and gold. Like, is that a UCF logo or a CU logo? But there was a lot of CU fans there, and so that was a huge difference. I mean, the atmosphere in Nebraska was insane. And those fans are crazy for their team. The other thing that was different was, Coach Prime hit on it. I think it was huge that they went out there on Wednesday instead of later in the week. They went out there early to kind of get ahead of the storm, and they were able to spend extra time kind of bonding as a team where all they had was them, and there's no distractions. I think that was huge for them, and so I think it was way different for them than going to Nebraska.
Okay. Hey, we got to talk about the man here in college football as a.
Oh my! Maybe it was a
performance of Travis Hunter this year through 5 games. Give me your assessment.
Well, a lot of people tend to forget that Travis Hunter is only his 3rd season playing college football. And with this being 5 games in, he's around 561 receiving yards on the season. And on defense, he has about 2 interceptions this year. So that is amazing. He's everything you want in a player and more. Especially on the offensive side. Whenever you need a big play, he's there. He's got sure hands. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to beat a man in man-to-man coverage. But overall, Travis Hunter is Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, he's the Heisman Trophy winner. If he keeps this up, I don't know how you would give it to somebody else. I mean, I know how people would, but I don't know why you would. To me, there's other great players, and that people are looking at Jalen Milroe and Cam Ward, and they're fantastic, but they're not doing anything we haven't seen before. Travis Hunter is doing stuff we haven't seen before, and you have everybody around the country just marveling at what he's doing. And so when that happens, like, how is he not the Heisman Trophy winner? And so he's fantastic the way he plays, and we just you got to cherish these moments because. As Colorado fans, they only get them for another 7 games, 7+. We'll see about playoffs, things like that. But we only know there's 7 games left, so you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah. So when we look at Colorado's defensive side of the ball, and we look at their defensive coordinator, Robert Livingston, and the way that defense is playing, they're playing lights out right now, man. To me, especially at that linebacker group and the front. The front 7, they're doing good. I mean, the whole team, generally on defense, man, if you can't run the ball on Colorado, your team in trouble. You cannot be one-dimensional and try to beat Colorado. You got to have a quarterback that can throw it and at least 2 targets, a wide receiver or tight end or a wide receiver or running back to get the ball to move the ball on them for 80 yards without them Colorado giving up a penalty. I just don't see a team moving the ball on them if they go 80 yards and if Colorado is disciplined on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes, I totally agree. That linebacker core is much improved from last season. Nakai Hill-Green is such a standout linebacker. He led the team in tackles this game with 9 in total, and I can only see improvements from here on out for him. And also, I would like to mention B.J. Green, who was a dominant force. Even though he may not have got as many sacks or made as many tackles, he was definitely pressuring KJ Jefferson, and he felt that pressure.
Yeah, certainly. I don't think it's a dominant defense at this point, but it's a much improved defense. And where they're really dominating is in the red zone. I mean, they'll give up their yards. The one thing we're seeing with the Buffs is they'll still give up chunk plays. We saw that 75-yard touchdown that UCF had, and they had that one drive in the second half that was a little too easy for Coach Livingston's liking, I'm sure. I think it was 3 passes. They went like 80 yards very easily. But so they'll still give up some chunk plays, but in the red zone, they're phenomenal. If you look at the last 3 games, opponents have been in the red zone 11 times. They've given up 2 touchdowns and 5 turnovers. That's an insane number of turnovers in the red zone, and they're huge ones too. I mean, it's the Preston Hodge interception you just showed. It's Travis Hunter's forced fumble to win the game against Baylor. So they're coming up with huge plays when it matters most, and that's what's impressive to me about this defense.
Also, let's switch now. This play right here, also, like I say, that just was a beautiful play. And Will Shepherd, to me, during the summer, spring, had a lot of hype around him. But through the first 4 games, out of all the wide receivers, I said, I don't know. He might not be ready for the big stage. But on Saturday, he rose to the occasion. Me, Kodak. He had 4 receptions for 99 yards and 1 TD.
Yes. I remember watching Will Shepherd at Vanderbilt around this time last year when he played against the University of Florida. He had a long catch as well, and it just brought back flashbacks of that old playmaking that I know that he's possible and capable of being. And it wasn't a surprise to me. I was excited to see him catch it, and I was in the end zone on that play, so it was a lot of energy. You could feel the momentum just taken from UCF, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, he needed that. Coming off that game against Baylor, and he talked about it that he was kind of trying not to get down on himself after that the end of that Baylor game, and we all know we saw the drop, and Coach Prime and Shedeur, those guys lifted him up, and Coach Prime said, "Hey, look, we're glad you didn't catch that ball because time might have run out. We wouldn't have won that game, and so that was a blessing." You have to love that Shedeur went right back to him early in this UCF game, and he stepped up. And I expect that out of Will Shepherd. I mean, he's a great receiver. He just hadn't had his moment yet. Saturday was his moment, and he'll have others as well. So it was great to see him have that. He needed it.
So when you look at that defensive side of the ball, and when you look at the play of the safety position, Cameron Simeon Craig, the leadership that he brings to that defensive side, man, it stands out tremendous.
I agree as well. With him being a leader and having the L patch on his chest, that says a lot of how he's transitioned over the past few seasons. And just, as you said, stepping up and being the leader. And when he made that big play, which was the second longest fumble recovery in Colorado history, that was amazing. That was big. And we hope to see more big plays from him and the other players on the defense as well in the future.
Yeah, I think he's been, I always take Travis out of the equation on this because he's the best player on the field. But aside from Travis, Cam Simeon-Craig's been their best defensive player, in my opinion. And, Coach Livingston this week called him the heartbeat of our defense. And I totally agree with that. I mean, Simeon-Craig, it seems like every week he's setting the tone early in games. And, I remember the Baylor game. He had 5 tackles on the first 7 snaps of the game, which was unbelievable, and he just balls out every single week. And it's hard to remember or believe really that he didn't come out of training camp a year ago as the starter. If we remember, it wasn't even him in the starting lineup. He only played like 7 snaps against TCU. Miles Slusher gets hurt. Silman Craig gets the opportunity the next week, and he's been balling ever since. And so, he's just one of those guys. He's a dog. You're not going to keep him down. And, I love watching him play. He's a great young man as well. So it's been fun to watch him.
Hey, Steve Williams here say, Hill Green, the linebacker, is a game changer. Man, I got to agree. This guy, man, he brings the intensity, the toughness. He's a communicator, you can tell. He bringing the experience to that defense side of the ball. And, man, when he hit you, bro, you're going down. You ain't getting no 1 or 2 yards going forward. When he hit you, you going down. So let's talk about the play of Hill Green and the addition when they inserted him in the starting lineup. What y'all think about that move?
Honestly, I think it was a great move. Looking at his back history, being that this is his 3rd college that he's attended, he's definitely he has a chip on his shoulder. So he's playing for much more, than himself right now, and he's playing for his future. So I love his intensity. I love that he brings a high energy every play. He like I said, he led the team in tackles, so that says a lot.
Yeah, I can't remember who said it, but Stephen Woodward, he is a game changer. I thought it changed the defense when he got in there, and I like Trevor Woods. He's a good football player, but I think that the combination of Levanta Bentley and Nikai Hill Green is really good, and they play well off each other. I think that Bentley is a really good player in his own right. I think having Hill Green next to him has made him even better. And those 2 guys, it almost seems like every week they're going for a competition of who's going to hit somebody harder, because they bring it when they're going to hit you. And Nikai Hill Green, nicest, calmest guy when you talk to him, and then he gets on the field, it's like, ooh, that's going to hit somebody. So that's what you love to see out of your inside linebackers, and they're both playing that way.
So when I looked at the game into the second half, it was a whole lot of hype around UCF and their quarterback, KJ Jefferson, and their running back, RJ Harvin. But when you look at the defense that we put out there and the way they responded, man, I'm telling you, that last hit Hill Green put on KJ Jefferson, Jefferson, the quarterback. Man, so that I'm saying, when I looked at it again, he laid there. He thought about it. Boy, do I really want to get back up and take another hit? Man, they had him about to tap out, bro. So when you look at the way the defense is playing against him, what's going to be the difference playing against Kansas State quarterback Avery Johnson?
Avery Johnson, I feel like he has more speed. He's very elusive. He can easily slip and slide in and out of tackles. And we have to make sure that we're breaking down on the play and actually wrapping up. That would be a difference maker. Being that KJ Jefferson, he has more of a big frame, so it's more of a strength that you have to bring when you're tackling him. So.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was going to say the same thing. Avery Johnson's faster. Both teams, UCF and K-State, have a great running back to lead the way. Obviously, K-State's also got Dylan Edwards back there, but I also think K-State's got a better offensive line than UCF. And so it's going to be a bigger challenge for the CU front 7. But I think they're building confidence, and so you've got to feel good about what they're doing. And they've been able to stop running backs for everybody so far this year. And so, you've got to feel that's one area that's been really consistent is there's not a single running back that's had even more than even 80 yards in a game this year. And so, you've got to feel good about that. It is the running quarterbacks that you worry about. They did a nice job against KJ Jefferson. That was a great step. But, you're right. Avery Johnson, more speed. So you got to watch out for that.
Okay. All right. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in right now. You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts right here by the digital airwaves of YouTube. I want to thank all y'all who participated in the chat. And if you don't mind, hit that like button as we go along. Now, one more question for the defense coordinator, and the entire coaching staff. I heard the interview that he did. I think y'all was there. He gave a lot of credit to his assistant coaches who be making the changes at halftime. That shocked me.
Yeah, I feel like their scheme for this week was very well prepared. They had guys in the right places, the right alignment and assignment, which makes a difference. We've seen over the past few games where there were minor errors or just a player was out of position to make a play on the ball, and we can tell the difference.
Yeah, one thing that I love about Robert Livingston is, you hear this a lot, but like people say, you don't want to be surrounded by people that where you're the smartest person in the room. You want people that are smarter than you in the room, right? When you're a leader, and that's what he does. I mean, he doesn't go in there saying, "I'm the smartest guy. You're going to do what I'm going to do." He listens to everybody. The players from day one have talked about how much they love playing for Robert Livingston because he makes it about them. And that comment that you're referring to, he makes about the assistants as well. He gave a ton of credit to Kevin Mathis for what he's doing in the red zone and with the passing game. He gives credit to what guys are doing in the run game as well. And he goes, I just have to sit back and get out of the way. I think he does a little bit more than that, but it's clear that it's a collective effort, not just him and his assistants, but the leaders on the team as well, the players. So I think that's what makes a great coordinator, is when you take in input from everybody else, and that's what he's doing.
Okay, Brian, what you got? You got 2 more or 3 more minutes before you go?
Yeah, I can give you a couple more minutes.
Okay, all right. Now, when we look at the offensive side of the ball, right? I'm jumping all over the place. I'm trying to cover Brian and Kodak. When he leaves, me and you, we'll start all over again. Go ahead. All right, check this out. Appreciate you, Brian. Just don't know how much I appreciate you. Check this out. When we look at Jordan Seaton on the offensive line and the way he is playing, and from all the critics that he got, ain't no way a freshman can come in and play at that level on the line. And the way he's performing, man, Phil Lobo got him right. He might give up a holding penalty every now and then, but still, I don't think this team be the way they at. It was for that left tackle and the way that the offensive line is playing out. So, what do y'all think about the performance of the big freshman himself, Jordan Seaton?
Jordan Seaton has impressed me, to say the least. He, first off, being a left tackle is a very challenging position in football. And for him to come in as a freshman and to start in a Power 4 school is, you have to be special. You have to be special. You have to dominate, or at least hold your own in that position. And he's done a spectacular job.
Yeah, for sure. And you expect, especially with a freshman, to have some holding penalties and make a few mistakes here and there. He's made a few mistakes, but far less than the average freshman's going to make, and he's been impressive more than anything. And I can't imagine what he's going to look like in a couple of years. When he's he's got to be in college for 2 more years before he can declare. And the way he's trending, I would imagine he's a 3 and done type of player, but I can't imagine what he's going to look like in the 2026 season. When he's got a couple years under his belt. He's impressive. I mean, that's an NFL player for sure.
Right. Now, last question for you, Brian, before you go. All right, check this out. The game against K-State. What do Colorado must do to win this game?
Start with me?
No, Konnxct and
okay.
Keep going. Keep going like going before Brian goes.
Okay. So most importantly, K-State is going to run the ball. They're going to be fast-paced. They're going to try and wear out our defense. So I would say our defense has to be well-conditioned, well-prepared. We have to take the right pursuit angles to make great tackles because these guys, they are going to make plays. And I feel like they're going to make plays. We have Dylan Edwards, who is we're going to be facing now. I know he has a chip on his shoulder, and he wants revenge and to be his best this game. So I expect nothing but the best from Dylan Edwards. So we just have to stop the angles and the outside pursuits.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, the Buffs got to do what they did last Saturday. I mean, I think they found a formula last week, and like we said at the top, I mean, they finally showed what they can do when they play their best football. I don't expect to see that every week because no team plays their best every single week. But I think that the Buffs found something, and play defense like they did. And yes, you got to stop the run because in a lot of ways it's a similar challenge, and you got that running quarterback, talented running backs, things like that. But offensively, you got to keep doing what you're doing as well. I think it's going to help them to be at home as well. I don't love late kicks. they're late nights for me and the fans, but the atmosphere at Folsom for those types of games is tremendous. And so I think that actually helps the Buffs that it's a night game at Folsom. And so, but frankly, do what they did. I mean, that was phenomenal last Saturday, and they can do it again.
All right, Brian. Appreciate you tonight, man. Thank you for dropping in. You say you can hang out with me for 20 minutes. I know I went over my time. It's 8:30 now. Appreciate you, buddy.
That's all right.
Keep doing what you're doing over there, and I'll be following you, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great night.
All right, same to you, sir. All right. Kodak, I got you one-on-one now, buddy. Just me and you.
Yes,
So tell me, Doc. Tell me something. How did you get into doing what you're doing by following Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes?
Well, first off, I'll say that I've always been a big follower of Deion Sanders. When I was, of course, when I was younger, he was finishing up his NFL career and whatnot. But everybody knows who Prime Time is, and just him as a person is just he has this aura about him that makes people like him. You know, either you like him or you don't like him. But I found liking to Coach Prime, and when I heard that he was going to be the next head coach at Colorado, I said, this is going to be big. This is going to be monumental. And this is something that I wanted to be a part of and experience myself. So with that being said, I took it upon myself last season to just start coming to the games as a fan and documenting and just making vlogs out of them, making videos out of them, because some people won't get that experience, you know, to come to a home game or go to an away game. And people started to gravitate toward this content, and someone found me and they were just like, hey, we would love for you to do content with us. So I was like, okay. And next thing I know, I'm on the sideline capturing all these great moments. So I'm excited about it.
Wow. Yeah, I saw that, man. I know when you started following me over there on Twitter, I woke up couple of weeks. I mean, it was this week. I know last week when I woke up, I said, I got a follower. I said, who is this? Then I looked, I ain't paying no attention. Then so when I got back on Twitter, I looked at you again. Then I started looking at the stuff that you had done. Then I followed you back. I said, wow, this dude is the inside. So man, congratulations, bro. I got to hang out with you, then. I got to see how you did that. But anyway, when I look at some of your videos, and before I move to your videos about you, I saw Travis Hunter podcast today. Matter of fact, just 2 hours ago, and talking about the Heisman pose. He said Coach Prime told him to do it. He said you need to do the Heisman pose. Go back and look at Coach. He said on the next touchdown, you need to do the Heisman pose. But when Travis got that first touchdown, he said he didn't want to do it. But he said, Coach Prime football, they said, the next one, you need to do the Heisman pose. He said on the podcast. And man, he picked out that interception, went down there, and bam on that. I said, oh, shit. Oh, excuse me. I said, oh, now you did Travis. Hey, man, when you look at Travis, and I watched all your videos from that Saturday game. Boy, you did an outstanding job. Hey, everybody in the chat. And if you watch the replay, go over there on Twitter or on YouTube and follow my man, Konnxct. I'm saying it right? Konnxct. Konnxct. Y'all, hey, I'm bad with the last name, but I'm trying to tell you. But follow Konnxct. Man, you can see all the, I mean, you got every moment of the game, even from the rain. I even saw you got the exchange from Cam Newton and Shedeur. I said, dog, Konnxct be out there doing that thing. Boy, you doing it. But talk about following Travis with that video camera. How is that, bro?
Man, you know, I grew up just watching, you know, greats and how they were captured by video. And that's something that I wanted to bring, you know, to the people as well. And you don't always get an opportunity to follow Travis after a big game, especially after, you know, this game will be known as the Heisman pose game for Travis. and following him, just showing love to the fans, and especially people on the East Coast who probably will only get to see him just this one game in person. So he definitely put on a show for them, and I wanted to show as much as I could of Travis in that moment.
Wow, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, I'll be whenever I can't make a game, I definitely gonna be following you, cause boy, I don't know about. I don't even think. I'm sorry, Coach. Well, I'm gonna do a good job than you do, bro. I said, what? You be in there, man. I said, nah, this dude hell with that cover, man. But anyway, so when you look at that live action on the field, does Hill Green and Bentley be really hitting that hard out there like it is on TV, bro?
Man, they hit hard, hard. uh, what's my guy? Shedeur.
Shedeur.
He's a hitter. He's a
Hey,
hitter.
he grabbed what you call about one arm and just body slamming. Boy, I said, man, it reminded me of that song, man. I told folks earlier this week, Ice Cube got a song that said, bow down. Boy, when I come to your time, you got to bow down to, you know, that N word better than you, to somebody better than you. I said, oh, boy, that boy, they're tough. So when you look at Colorado defensive front, right? Compared to last year, this got to be the best defense. Today I watched Kansas State against Arizona. I just don't see another defense as physical as Colorado this year. I just don't, bro.
No.
In the Big 12.
Like, yeah. Coach Prime made it his due over this offseason to go and find some dogs, as he called them, some real dogs on that D line. And he wanted to get multiple so he could have a solid rotation. And when I'm at the games, I'm seeing 4 and 5 guys come on the field, 4 and 5 come out. You know, so that rotation is good. Even trying to keep the guys as fresh as possible. But he's done an outstanding job recruiting the defensive line, and also Warren Sapp, who was a key piece, a key addition to the Colorado Buffalo staff. And he has been teaching them all the tricks and trades of the game, and showing them how to the right alignment and assignment, as I said before, and that goes so far. It goes far.
Right. So when you look at the coaching staff, also, man, you look at D. Lewis, the fire, man, this dude got so much fire in him, man. Damian Lewis, he played football. Now he's bringing what he have learned to the team. Man, he got that defense front like Shane Coach, my man, free Barnes, big Barnes, free Barnes, y'all, free Barnes. Barnes, don't be making no offside, no hold and jumping offside. That's when they take you out of the game, boy. Stay in the game. We need you. You 6'5", 330. You can take on a double team so that offensive line can't get to the second level. Barnes, we need you. And then the Shedeur, man, and like you said, BJ Green, man, them guys play hard, bro. So I know you don't see what you call the close Shedeur, block bully. Man, I looked at that video you showed, you was up on. Dude, his leg, I'm talking the bottom of his leg, bigger than my head, bro. Is he a big dude really in person?
Man, surprisingly, he's not as tall as you would think. He's me and him, like, he's maybe a few inches taller than me, but he is solid, and he's strong. You can tell he's strong. He has a lot of strength, man. And he's very compact, bro. He's very compact.
God, this dude, man, he huge, man. So let's talk about Shedeur. Did you follow them at Jackson State?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so when you look at Shedeur, the progress that he has made and the leadership, or his leadership wise, what improvement are you impressed with Shedeur as a quarterback? Look like he's more vocal this year.
I'm sorry.
Look like he's more vocal this year.
Yeah, and that's something that he needed. He needed to improve on being a vocal leader. Of course, he leads by example, but being a vocal leader stands out so much more. And with this being the last season that everybody's playing together, it's a do or die situation. So I feel like he's improved in that area of being a vocal leader.
Right. Like I said, I still believe he's still the best quarterback in the league. I know Cam Ward is having a good season. quarterback in Georgia. I saw him, and I'm from Georgia. He ain't that good to me. He
Yeah.
showed that to me against Alabama. He just really ain't. But anyway, when you look at also when you look at Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, the way he's handling things, the way he's doing things that people ain't used to seeing doing. He ain't doing it the traditional way. To me, right now, Coach Prime, the coach of the year.
Yeah.
He said the coach of the year. I think he don't put a good staff together. He identified the players that he wants. He told us he know what he needed, and he
Right.
went out there and addressed the problem. He said, "I'm just a 7 or 8 dogs away, and y'all better get me now. Once I address the trenches on the D line and the offensive line, boy, y'all better get me now, because you ain't gonna be able to handle me. Now, if they take that momentum off this win and keep rolling like they is, man, Coach Brian, I don't see nobody gonna beat them, bro. If they win in 2 weeks, I don't see nobody on that schedule beating because I don't see the rest of the team. I just don't see it,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't see it either. I don't see it
So
either.
when you look at Coach Prime, the way he coaches now, what you think compared to last season in Jackson State?
Coach, to me, Coach Prime is the ultimate motivator. He knows how to get his players going, and at the same time, he lets them be themselves and play freely. For example, Travis Hunter, he let Travis be himself on and off the field. Of course, he's the best player in college football right now, but he gives him that freedom to be himself, and he encourages him, like saying, to hit the Heisman. How many coaches would say something like that? Just
Yeah,
giving them
that's right. Yeah,
to be who you are. And when you can be yourself on the field, that makes such a big difference when it comes down to making plays.
yeah. Like I said, man, that thing shocked me today. The dude asked, he said, "Man, when you hit that Heisman pose, man, what make you do that?" He said, "Man, be honest. Coach Prime told me to do that." I said, "Wow, boy, you put that out like that." I said, "Travis, hell, man." But anyway, but still, man, like I say, when we go on against Kansas State, man, this quarterback, he's fast. He's super fast. I mean, man, he probably about the fastest quarterback to be a not African American. This dude got some wheels on him, boy. They're gonna have to stop him. They're gonna have to hit him early and hard
Yeah,
to
right.
keep him from running that ball. And he looked like he's a decent passer too. So, have you watched any film on Kansas State?
I've seen a lot of highlights on Kansas State, and all I see is either Avery Johnson running the ball and faking it and going this way and cutting up field, or Dylan Edwards catching a little screen pass, something like that, and taking it. But as far as their defense, I'm not familiar with their defense. But
Yeah,
I will say, if we stop Avery Johnson, and we're able to frustrate him, we can win big.
yeah. He was similar to the North Dakota State. Honestly. Yeah, he is, Greg. You're right. Yeah, he let them run the ball a lot. That's majority of their offense. So if I think we stop him, we should be in good shape. I'm just looking forward to time that our offense can start off fast. And our offense on the first possession can go down there and put 7 on the board, and the defense can get out there and force them to punt. And the offense can get back out there and score again, like a field goal or a touchdown. Man, I think we're gonna roll, dog. But in the game against UCF before halftime, when Mata kicked that field goal, that was a key point. That was huge. People just don't understand how huge that was. And Coach Prime said in the presser, he said he just went over there and told him, said, "Hey, nah, don't go for them, because Shedeur ready to chop that thing." Yeah, he would have hit
Yeah,
that and said, "Nah, let go for it." He said, "Nah, let get a good short pad, get some more yards. Now I need a field goal before we go in halftime." And Mata went out there and made it. So I really didn't think Mata gonna make that, man. Cause he been stuck,
yeah.
been stubborn, man. I said 46 yard when they said 46 to a 50 yard. I said, Mata really gonna make it. Boy, hey, what he did it. Hey, to me, they needed that. Cause they knew they weren't gonna get the ball coming out of halftime, starting off. So it was tremendous play. So when you look at Mata and our special team going for in the game, how did they look to you? We lost Jay Finley. And the kicker, how did the special team look compared to the last game they played?
I would say special teams really improved this game. Mata, he showed up. Coach Prime has so much trust in him, and I feel like as a player, if Coach Prime entrusts you, and he verbally lets you know on a regular basis how much he trusts you as a player, that gives you so much courage and confidence. And I feel like over the season, he's been building Mata's confidence, and Mata is ready, and he's stepped up for the occasion.
Yeah, you're right about that. You don't build them up. Now, I also watch your video, and I saw some stuff on there I ain't want to see. I don't want to put this out, but I'm gonna say it because man, at the end of the game, I saw Travis walking to the bus. Bro, he was limping, boy. He was limping bad, man. And today on
Yeah,
his podcast, they asked him what he gonna do. He said, "I'm gonna get a lot of treatment this week, and I'm gonna get a lot of treatment next week." And it looked out to me he ain't walking, man. I think that he got hurt. I seen when he got hurt, he went out. But once you hurt your ankle, well, that thing swell up and everything. So, well, I mean, it was noticeable he was limping bad. So when you saw that, were you shocked? You saw the pain that he was in, or you thought do you think he's really hurt? Or he gonna be ready in 2 weeks?
honestly, I'm not sure. I play D1 ball as well, so
Oh, you
I
played? Okay,
understand.
you played too?
Yep, I did, and I understand what it's like after a game. Even if you're not really hurt, your body is very exhausted and super sore, and I can only imagine the pain that he's going through after each and every game. I wasn't worried about him limping, honestly, and like I wanted to feature that as well in the vlog, to give depth, things that people
Yeah,
don't see.
right.
But I'm not worried about Travis. I know he'll be fine, and we have a bye week, so he'll get a lot of rest this week and next week as well. So
Yeah, I hope so, brother. I said, man, we need Trap. Boy, we need the MVP, man. He can't be walking like that. But hey, football is it's a contact sport, man. Anything can happen. So you just said that you played football at the college level. So what college did you play at?
I played at Savannah State University. I played
Okay,
there for a few seasons before transferring.
okay. What position you play?
I played quarterback.
Quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback.
Well, I played a little quarterback too, man. I played quarterback
Really?
up to ninth grade, man. I broke my ankle, man.
Oh,
They hit
really?
me out
Wow.
of bounds. I had, oh no, I'm not going back out there. I was getting out of here hurt again, man. So I started doing a little coaching on the side. So, but anyway, okay, man. So are you going to the Kansas State game?
Yep, I'll be at the
So
Kansas State game.
you're gonna be at every game.
Yep, every game. Every
Have you
game.
got a chance to interview any of the players?
Yes.
Who's your
Shedeur
favorite
and
interview? Which one was your favorite interview?
hmm,
I ain't gonna say
honestly,
favorite. Which one stand out to you?
and I would honestly say it's not a player. I would say Coach Prime. I had the opportunity to ask him a question, and what I asked him was what it meant to him to know that he inspires a lot of pretty much a lot of African American young males to be a Power 5 football coach at the time, and you could tell it kind of resonated with him for a moment, and then he gave me an answer, and then one of my favorite questions to ask because that's something that I wanted to get a perspective on. How do you see it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Coach Ryan did a lot for a lot of people, man, and they go unnoticed. And
yeah,
he just a good dude. You can't beat a good dude, man. And the way he raised Shiloh, all the guys in his family, and the things that he done for his daughters, really the whole family.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, hey, he deserved his credit, man. He deserved his flower. So,
Right.
is Shiloh gonna be playing against Kansas
That's
State? That's the big question
that's
everybody want to know. They keep asking me, is Shiloh gonna be there? Is Shiloh gonna show up on Kansas State?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did play. I wouldn't be surprised if he did play. So
I seen him had on a yellow jersey today. I said, "Oh, Shiloh back out there with that cast on his
yeah,
arm."
yeah,
Boy, it's gonna be interesting there, boy. It'd be very
yeah.
interesting, man. Hey, we got about 15 more minutes. So when you look at we can look at the running game. I'm glad they finally got that running game going. And it can only improve. So
Right.
it's important. I think it's important that they continue to run this football. It will take the pressure off Shedeur. and take some of those hits that he's been taking. So when you look at our running game and you see Michael run the football, which running back stands out to you in person while you're on there on the sideline?
I would have to say Michael Welch. He runs with authority. He runs like he's got somewhere to be. He doesn't care if you're in his way. He doesn't care if you're too low. He'll jump on top of over the top of you, or at least try. He's been a very key piece to the running game this season so far. I also like Dallin Hayden. Of course, he didn't play last week, but this week he was able to get his first touchdown of the season, and I feel like he's going to progress as the season goes on as well. And then we have Isaiah, number 23. He's one of the biggest running backs that we have. He's like 6'2". He's strong. Right. He's powerful. He's quick, and he's young. He's a sophomore, and I'm really waiting to see him pop and have his big game.
Right. Yeah. Hey, it's different when he run the ball. Isaiah, when he get in there, oh man, he get 10 to 15 yards very quick. Soon as he see a hole open, oh, he down here. I seen that Saturday, man. This dude, boy, he's something there. He's something there. Like I said, I'm excited to see that. And like I said, going forward, I'm looking for Colorado to come out there and dominate like they did in UCF, man. I'm looking forward to that, especially on that defensive side. Like I said, if your team and if your quarterback cannot throw the ball consistently, I just don't see you. I just don't see you beat Colorado. I'm serious. I just don't. Anything else you want to get off your chest, big dog?
Well, I'm very excited for this upcoming match. As mentioned, this is another running quarterback that we're going to be facing, and we get to see the defense how they react to it. And in the past few games, the defense has stepped up when we need them to. Especially Travis Hunter, and in our last home game versus Baylor, he stepped up and made a play in overtime and knocked the ball out. I'm pretty sure it won't go to overtime this upcoming week. I feel like our defense will stand strong and hold up quick. If we can rattle Avery Johnson and get him out of his flow, I feel like we'll definitely get an easy W. Easy W.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you on that. 100% with you. If we can stop Avery Johnson from running outside of us, I'm not kind of worried about his passing. If DJ McKinney can play like he played this Saturday instead of against Baylor, also Preston Hart in the slot, and also when they bring in Hood, if they can stop Kansas State on third down, complete them passes. Yeah, if they can get off the field on third down, I know they might complete a pass, 1 or 2 passes on third down, but as long as they don't score on them drives, especially a touchdown, I think we're gonna be all right going up against them. Like I say, I like the way the defense is playing. A lot of people keep telling me that Bentley foot is still messing with it, so I don't know who that is. You got any insight on that?
As of right now, I don't have any insight, but we have been monitoring, his play, and it seems to not affect him as much as a regular injury would. But that's definitely something that we'll have to watch.
Right. Hey, I want to thank everybody. Appreciate y'all in the chat. If y'all got any question for our guest, drop it down in the comment section. Mr. Konnxct. What does Konnxct think about CU wide receivers? There you go. Appreciate it, Miss Johnson.
How you doing, Miss Johnson? The receivers, we have one of the best receiving core in the nation, hands down. We have Travis, Wilshire, Jimmy Horn, Wester, and just to name a few, and not even to mention Omarion Miller, who was one of our best. And I'll say this: Omarion Miller is one of our best receivers we have on the team. Whenever he has the ball in his hand, he makes a play, a huge play, and that's someone that I want to see getting the ball, getting more touches. But it's just so hard having so much on one side of the ball, and trying to, we have Shedeur, he's getting it out as best as he can, but only one person can get the ball every play. So, like I said, we have one of the best receiving cores in the nation.
Good question, Miss Johnson. If y'all in the chat got a question for Konnxct, hey, drop it down in the chat and we gonna get it on the air for you. Appreciate that question, Miss Johnson. So when you look at come on. When you look at okay, here we go. Should CU continue to use the tight end in their sets for protection than Belen? Me personally, yeah. That's when we can protect too. When we go to 11 personnel or 12 personnel. Yeah, I would love to see that tight end because the real small, he did a good job at blocking. What you think?
I definitely agree. The more for Shedeur to find these open targets, the better. And to help buy him some time, we have to do what we have to do to protect Shedeur. He's making plays. So
Appreciate that question, Vance. Brian Johnson got a question. If Micah is hampered, do you think Hood will get some touches?
hmm. um, if he's hampered, I would definitely say Aiden will get a lot more carries as well. And of course Isaiah. I feel like he's going to be the starter this week. Next week. Isaiah, he's such a monster, and he's slowly developing before our eyes. But we definitely have a stable, a running back stable.
Oh yeah, we definitely got that, bro. We definitely got that. Yeah, we definitely got that. But who that? I missed this question. He said, "How do you feel?" What's up, Deals Wholesale? How do you feel about the freshman Draylon Miller?
Oh man, he is a Swiss Army knife. He is one of our secret weapons. You know how let's just speak like when Alabama was in the national championship and they had Tua come in and he threw the last minute touchdown to Smith in the national championship game. I feel like Draylon Miller, he's one of those guys that you may not see him throughout the whole season, but when you call him a number, he's going to show up and he's going to make a big play for you. And he's very talented, very talented.
Right, right. Very talented, very talented. Greg said it. What's up, boy? What's going on? With my dog there, he'll be coming live with me every Thursday. Greg said all running backs can come back next year. Like that's a plus.
Yeah,
They can get a running back. I didn't know that. That's a
yeah,
new one on me. Oh, they're gonna be dangerous. They're gonna be real dangerous next year with Big Jordan C. If you got any questions for Connect, all y'all got to do is just drop it down in the comment section and we'll get it up there to him. So, Connect, my first time coming to Colorado, man. What's the best restaurant where I need to try it? Who I need to try? Where I can get some good food at when I come out there in 2 weeks?
So honestly, I like to always hit up Sam's number 3, which is it reminds you of like an upscale Waffle House type deal for breakfast. It's a great breakfast spot. Sam's number 3, downtown Denver. And Denver is about 15 to 20 minutes from Boulder.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of great restaurants in Denver, and also in Boulder, there are so many great restaurants downtown Boulder. One of my favorite places that was recommended to me was the Sink. It's
Right.
near the college. I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I went there for the first time, and amazing food. They have great burgers, wings, pizza, everything. Great food. And let me think about this other Italian spot. I'm trying to think about it. God, what's the name of that?
Sink, I think the Sink is the place where they got their Juju burger, right?
Yep, the Sink. Yep, Juju Burger. Yeah.
I gotta try them out, man. I gotta try them out. I gotta try them out. I gotta try them out when I get out there. So,
Yep.
so when you so what's the first thing you do when you first get there?
Honestly, the first thing that I do.
Let me walk you through it. All right, the game started at 8. What time do you get there?
At least 3.5 hours before kickoff. At least 3.5 hours. Yeah, because I'm working, man. Working. We have the buff walk the Buffalo, where the players get out the bus and they walk into the stadium, and the fans are able to line up and walk in to the stadium. The cheerleaders are there, the band is there, and it's just we're rooting on the team, getting them ready for the game. And then at the Buffalo, we go into pregame. The players, they come out and warm up and in like their shirts and shorts, and then after they warm up like that, they go back in, put on their and warm up as a team.
Okay. All right, Konnxct. But boy, you be there 3 to 4 hours. Ooh wee. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do there, man. So you got to like that and enjoy that. The things that you do to do that on a consistent basis, though.
Yeah. It's very exciting, honestly. Just growing up, all I wanted to ever do was just play big time football, play D1 ball, and just to be in that environment and being that Coach Prime has brought such a major culture to Colorado. It's just so much excitement, and they're winning this season, so that makes it even better.
Okay. So what I want to ask? Hold on.
I forgot to mention that at UCF, man, it was so hot and humid. I
It
was
was
very it was crazy. The storm had passed over the day
right.
before, and it was just so hot and humid. I was like, man, these boys might have some trouble, breathing, being in Colorado and then coming back to the South. That's a difference, man. But they showed that it didn't matter.
It didn't matter there. Yeah, they should. You're right about that. So when we come to Boulder, Colorado, how is the atmosphere there at a home stadium at a home game? How's the atmosphere there?
Well, when Deion Sanders came, he made sure the band knew how to play the song "Here We Go to Get
Oh,
You."
okay, yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they perfected that now, dude. And just hearing that in the stadium and seeing the crowd react to it, it's just like, wow, this was somebody's dream. This was what Coach Prime vision, and now we're seeing the fruits of his labor. And it's honestly, it's amazing. It's always packed, and the crowd is going crazy. Student section is going crazy, and it's an amazing feeling. Amazing feeling.
Right. Got another question here. I don't know if you can answer if you want to. I got a question there for you,
Part of
Konnxct.
Atlanta. I'm actually from South Georgia, Tifton, Georgia.
Uh, he was said Dixon and Brown can return next season as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm. On the line. Yep. On the line. Yep.
Miss Johnson say, any surprises to you about CU so far?
Hmm. Any surprises? Honestly, I will say no, because I have high expectations for these guys. Just
Right.
knowing how they played individually, and then finally seeing everything finally melt together and formulate into uh, something major. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to see.
It is. It is. All right. Hey, that's about the end of my show. I do an hour show during the week. Hey, I appreciate you, big dog. Be reaching out to you again, man. Especially when I get out there. Like I said, I'll be calling you up, see where you at, check you out there and everything. And hey, continue to do what you do because hey, I will look at this. It said I will be checking you out, man, on YouTube and definitely be checking you out over there on X. Continue to do what you do, man. I hope God continue to bless you as well as your family, my brother.
Likewise,
Yeah,
likewise.
hey,
Thank you, my
y'all
brother.
don't do them. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, hit that like button for him and let him know how much we appreciate him for joining the show tonight. It won't be his last. We appreciate you,
Yes,
big
sir.
dog. Hey, you have
Thank
you
you.
have a good time. They say
Thank you.
Miss B, she said she love your vlog. Yeah, me too. Yeah, he do an excellent job. I'm telling y'all now. I'm telling you, this dude better do a better job than all them cats out there. Go over there on YouTube and check this guy out. Boy, man, he got it all. He got it all. Close up
Thank
action. Close up action. Single Speed Joe. My first time seeing her. She might be one of your folks. Appreciate you
you.
for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Deals. Wholesale, my dog. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. Y'all don't mind Mustang crazy. ATL represent. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We appreciate y'all. But I'll be reaching out to you again. So can I get you on here? Probably. I got Coach Dre next Wednesday. The Wednesday after that, we'll talk.
All right. All right. I'll be
All right, my
ready.
partner. Hey, you have a good one, bro.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, hey, y'all, we appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Yes, we do. Hey, don't forget, this broadcast is brought to you by Beautiful Blitz Creation. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, this the hottest thing on the market. You got to get you a t-shirt. I'm telling you now, you got to call Miss Robinson. Or you can go over there in my community section right there on my YouTube page. On my YouTube page is a link. It'll drive you right there and give you all the information that you need. Get your Colorado t-shirt while it's still hot and fresh and on the market. I'm telling you, feels good, wear good. Online right now, that thing costs you $80 plus tax and delivery charge. It don't matter what city or state you're in. But if you order from Christy Robinson, you can get this shirt here for $30. Delivery will only take 2 to 3 days. Raw Demand Media and Coach Dre got one coming to him. She finished it today. And bruh, when I tell you this about this t-shirt that she made, it's a new one. It ain't like this one. It's a new shirt she done made. Bruh, that thing so bad. And I got mine just a while ago from FedEx. I would show it to you, but I'm gonna wait to show it Sunday night with the rest of them. But man, this t-shirt is hidden. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling you. Get the t-shirt. The information is on the screen. I'm telling you, I got this new t-shirt that she has designed. Man, let me tell y'all something. Hey, this t-shirt is bad. I said, wow. Yeah, this the same shirt Coach Prime be wearing. I'm serious. Man, you get to get the t-shirt. Oh, man, she made a new one. I think she said she made it for Coach Dre and Rob. And I said, what about mine? How you gonna make something for them? And they on my show. They got their own show, but they on mine. You told me you be watching me. Yeah. Hey, she said, don't be selfish, but I said, I'm not selfish. I'm just saying. She said, I pay you once a month for my business and support your broadcast. Yeah, you do. But hey, she didn't forget about your boy. I'm telling you, she just did. She took care of me, and I appreciate that, Krista Robinson. The shirt is nice. It feels good. It's still in the pack. Like I say, I ain't gonna show it off. I'm gonna wait till Rob and Coach Dre them get theirs. Like I say, Beautiful Blitz Creation, Christian Robinson. She stayed right there in Alabama. I'm from Georgia. She been watching my show since I've been, and she decided to help me out by being a sponsor of the show. My thing is, hey, y'all help her out by ordering a T-shirt. Help her out, put your order in, and we want to thank her for being a sponsor. And I want to thank these people right here for ordering the T-shirt on yesterday. Yesterday I put a call out, and yesterday she sold 12 shirts on yesterday, and it's because of you guys. Nice of you guys to go out there and help her. Like I say, Dennis, Philip, appreciate you. Deborah Garcia, appreciate you. Gregory, John, Curtis, Dr. McIntyre, my buddy, appreciate her for supporting. Angela Tate, Dexter Jackson bought two, and for two more names on here. I didn't get a chance to put up, but thank y'all. Like I say, if you want a shirt, order the shirt. The numbers, information at the bottom of the screen. You can go to my community section on my YouTube page. Go over there, click on the link, and all the information there, and the different types of shirts that you can get. And she in the process of also making a Alabama Crimson Tide T-shirt, a Dallas Cowboy T-shirt, Atlanta Falcon, and I want to say who the other team she said. University of Georgia and Atlanta Falcons, also for people in Atlanta, Georgia. So she's expanding her territory and all mine. But also, hey, I got 500,000 likes today. YouTube sent me this email. Hey man, 500,000 views since I've been on YouTube. And it wouldn't be possible if it weren't for you guys. Like I say, this show ain't all about me. It's all about y'all. And like I said, I just started this year. I started in January, and right now I got 500,000 views for a small. I'm just a small content creator. Yeah, like I said, got to thank the guys that been a part of the show. Steve Woodland, Greg said it, Coach Dre, Rod the Man Media, Colin Life and Football for being my guest, and everybody else that been my guest. You got DNVR, them guys on there been my guest, and I got Duke the Scoop. Also, he was my first. He was my first one, Duke the Scoop. So I appreciate him. Also, and everybody else. I might have missed your name, but hey, I just appreciate you. None of this would have been possible if it wasn't for you. But once again, I'm telling y'all, get the shirt. Help her out. Help her out. Help her out. Somebody asked me and said, Bernard, what you getting? I ain't getting that. Yeah, I'm just helping her out. I'm just returning the favor. She didn't have to sponsor my show when she first started. She came up with the idea. Hey, and it's been a blessing to her and her family since she's been doing it. I'm telling y'all, this t-shirt is nice. 2 to 3 days delivery charge. If you put in the code, they got a code, or she got a code on the link. Put in BWatts. That is right there. You put that code in, BWatts, you'll get 15% off. So you're looking at the shirt, shipping, and handling. Man, you probably get that shirt by $25, $30. $25, $30 in 2 to 3 days. Online is $80. It is. And it's a nice shirt. I don't wash that shirt at least 8 times. Ain't that changed. Don't shrink. The letters don't come out. Don't come off. Everything. Still the same. Fit the same. I'm telling you. It's not. It's a nice shirt. One lie to you. One lie to you. I know I will. Hey, I got to get out this thing. I'll be back in the morning at 9. I got to go to class. I got a class at 1 o'clock, and I got to go back to work. That doctor ski no wearing out. My foot will hurt. So I got to go back to work Friday. But anyway, like I say, I'll be back in the morning at 9 a.m. and I'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern time with Greg Said It. If y'all ain't doing that, okay? Once again, y'all want to thank Konnxct for being a part of the show. Like I said, man, I lay down and go to sleep and wake up and want to have all kind of folk. I said, I don't even know how he found me. But we appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Say he's gonna bring me back today with his head frame when I get out there. I said, all right, Doc. But yeah. It's been a journey. Appreciate Coach Prime for being the head coach.
Get your ass on the wheel. Stop all the bullshit. Go, goddammit. Bro, get out the way, bro.
Timeouts for Colorado, chasing 2 touchdowns.
The fire. We gotta put it out. Right? Hold them to a field goal attempt, right? Get momentum back. Hit 1 wide and money on the flow. Let's go. Let's get off the field on 3rd down and let's attack it. Right? You're not running for shit. Keep playing downhill. We're doing a great job up front. All right, everybody with me? I want to see you make plays, big fella. Let's go. Right? They got 3 timeouts with 43 seconds left. All right, let's fucking go. All right, it's hard downs, it's direct runs, and it's shots. Right? Feel the energy. There ain't a lot of shit in here. Let's be the motherfucking difference right here. Right? 3 and out, short field. We go down and score, and the fucking place goes crazy. All right, everybody with me? You want to put dime out there? Does everybody know where they are in dime? So right? Everybody good? All right.
the burst, fearlessness, run through, face up, fish tackle.
Communicate. Move people off the ball when we run it. Protect the fucking quarterback. He is getting hit way too much. I don't like it, so I know you don't like it. I know you like it. Take pride in not letting your man hit the quarterback. Do we understand that? Sir. I don't want to see him on the ground no more. It's time to go hard. Hey, no more MMA. Execute the game. Cover your ass off. Let's go get this. Let's go take this. Y'all fucking with me.
I just want to tell everybody, you know, we get a lot of flack about me being in the portal and all right now. We've got 3 freshmen on offense that's contributing. We got Jordan Seaton, Michael Welch, and Draylon Miller. So don't let anybody out there tell you we're not recruiting high school players. We're recruiting elite high school players to come here because we're looking for guys that can play immediately. We're not looking for guys to come here in red shirt and sit on the bench and play. We're looking for guys to come here and play now.
Now that hope is elapsed, it's time for expectation. And I hope you're sitting there with expectation that when you pull into the stadium or you turn on that television, that we're going to give you what you desire.
See, I just go out there and play. I don't really care about the rank because I just go out there and show people that I can do whatever I want. I can really play. I can play offense. I can play defense. If you need me to play quarterback, I can play quarterback. I'm all over the field.
Comes out for the snap. Ooh, Marshall. Oh, goodness. How many times have we seen Nikhai Hill-Green lower the boom?
Oh my goodness, I love Nikhai Hill-Green.
Watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watt.
Wizard.